where these changes are going to be happening. And we need, as we get older, we need more healing, more fresh air, more walking, more this, gazing in the sunlight for a little while, natural sounds, not too much of any negative stressors. We can't drink like we used to. We can't stay up and avoid sleep like we used to, unless we want to really wreak havoc, on our looks and the way we feel. Um, so any exercise is good. Any and all exercise, a good variety of exercise. Find what you love, what you can do, and do it frequently and habitually. Okay. Low impact and affordable things such as hiking, biking, swimming, running, dancing, rebounding. Don't wait till you're going out with your girlfriends and drinking to start dancing. Everybody should have a Friday night dance session in the kitchen or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a way of life. It's an expression, and it's very good for you. And even like twerking and stuff is really good for your back and stuff. So work it into your workouts. Turn on some workout music if you have to go that route, whatever you're going to do. But just allow it to happen, even if it's all by yourself. But dancing with others is fun too. So combining the aerobic with the strength exercises, especially important as you get older for so many reasons. My 6 for success: sleep, saturation, staying hydrated, satiety, eating the right foods, sweating, and then having that spirit and that stillness. It's the holistic view. It's that balance. Okay, you don't want to get any too over, crazy obsessed in one area of life, like I did this year with the fitness. I mean, I'm proud of what I did, guys, but wow, it was a lot. This is more about the long term, the lifestyle. Get obsessed with the really healthy stuff. If you're going to get obsessed, again, get obsessed with the exercise, the good, healthy, low impact exercise. That's the one you overdo, is the list. That's the only one you're allowed to ever overdo, is walking really, really slow and, like getting your steps in, right? Or like a good, healthy tea or juice or broth. You can't overdo that stuff. These are things you can have a few times a day that you want to make your staples really good, healthy. Again, it's like you have your treats and you have the things that you're allowed every day. And you have, again, the good, healthy tonics and drinks, low calorie, 0 calorie, good, like maybe start out with your caffeine. Like that's another thing that Okinawans do. They drink caffeine and then they drink tea. Okay? That's why they stay so active all the time. But it's about consistency. It's not trying to, cram for one event now and again. This is about, it's better to do the lifestyle and the longevity mindset. Your today is built from your yesterday. So make sure today that you're doing what you can for tomorrow to be better. Okay. When you utilize this momentum factor, you will find that your body effortlessly wants to keep itself in the zone. It finds this homeostasis, and you will naturally be drawn to the right foods. You will have a habit of eating the right foods. Your body knows those foods, it loves those foods, and it craves those foods. You will crave the healthy foods that you eat. And again, that's that momentum. Your body gets addicted. Remember, I said your taste buds change. It happens in a few days when you start eating these healthy foods and clearing out the crap. You will crave the healthy foods. You will crave the kale chips. You will crave the salads and the berries. You don't have to be perfect every day. You don't want to be perfect every day. You don't want every day to be the same. Okay? But by focusing on the bigger picture, you will be a walking picture of health more than ever before. And it's all about sustainability. Okay? That's how we stay satiated. We eat the fiber, we eat the protein, and we eat the good omegas. Okay? You don't say, oh, potatoes are the most satiating food, ranked number 1 only by a tiny little bit, so I'm only going to eat potatoes. No, that's not balance. Okay? You don't do that. You get that good variety. You follow your likes and your taste and your habits and what works best with your body right now. And you do your research and get better. But you, again, the trifecta: protein, fiber, good fats, keep you full as a whole longer than anything else. Okay? So you have to eat enough, especially as you're starting out on this lifestyle. You may have to, your body may do some transition stuff. Again, check out my transition starting out playlist here on YouTube. Okay? That's why, I was okay with refined carbs for so long. I wasn't a total zealot about whole food plant-based lifestyle. I was more like, okay, as long as I'm generally staying in the right area, you always have to factor in your opportunity cost. And if you are like, you have 2 choices, or you have a lot of choices, again, at any given moment, like what to eat. Well, if I choose this, and that means I'm not going to want that later, or if I choose this, that means I'm not eating that right now. And, sometimes just making a better choice is going to be better. A little bit of carbs along with some nutrients and staying full and avoiding a different choice, might be better. Might be a better choice than doing this. And as long as you're getting better, hey, it's better than yesterday, right? We need calories. We can't just survive on greens, and we can't just survive on fruit. I don't care what people say. It wasn't intuitive for me anyway. And if it's not intuitive, I ain't doing it. I'm not going to force myself to live a certain way. That's why people are like, oh, you're restricting now. No, I'm really not. I do low carb, but again, you can tell I'm not restricting because I'm eating so many net carbs that it balances it out. And I'm not actually, restricting that much. Take out take out the dairy, the eggs, and the meat, and keep the rest. You'll realize what is left is amazing. And that's where all the flavors are. Again, with the herbs, the spices, all the sauces. A lot of the sauces are vegan. Like mostly the seasonings are all vegan. And it's affordable. You'll find out. Like especially if you're not getting a bunch of processed meats all the time, fake vegan meats. Whole food, plant-based, mostly 80%. So inexpensive. Especially if you look at farmers markets or Costco or, it's even Amazon and different, bulk stores. Really eating meat in this day and age is greedy, you guys. It's greedy because it's not necessary. We're obviously, all these vegans are over here putting on muscle, living healthy without it. So it's not necessary in any way, shape, or form. It's not sustainable in any way, shape, or form. And the only reason it's even practical is because of big government subsidies and brainwashing and marketing, heavy marketing and programming from a very young age for decades upon decades upon decades upon decades. It's the only reason why it's even affordable at all, and even in as much that it is. And we see these periods in the market where it's not. Meat goes up. People are complaining about bacon. Eggs was a big thing lately. It's not usually, and it shouldn't be even as affordable as it is. In a normal world without all the government subsidies and things, it would actually be cheaper, way cheaper. And again, if you calculate in the health costs and financial system, issues there, way actually better for us to just all go vegan. Okay. So when you're trying to change your body, you got to make a list of your reasons. You got to know your why. Again, don't let it just be the getting into the dress for this and this and that, because later on that ice cream or whatever you're wanting to eat when you're hungry is going to look way better than that fitting into that dress sounds. But if you make it deeper than that, if you make it about, oh, my grandkids or, my lifestyle and how I actually feel, something that actually matters, then you can remember, oh yeah, maybe that's not what I want. Maybe I would rather feel better than feel better for 5 seconds eating that ice cream. Okay. Or maybe I'm only going to eat a small amount of this vegan ice cream and then I'll, just whatever. So know your whys. Make a list of all the reasons why you want to get fit. Again, you can help the world. You can help inspire others. You can fit into that dress for this. You can do that. Holidays will be better. You'll feel better. You'll feel more confident. Beauty bias. You can get better job opportunities. Like all these things. Make that whole list. Realize that it matters, but realize that health. Remember we talked about the waist circumference. I mean, the BMI studies always showed mostly that being on the lower side of the BMI scale was also better, but really now we know that, yeah, having a smaller waist is always going to be better. So make this commitment that you're going to make this commitment to yourself and do it. And you got to keep yourself hyped up. You got to keep yourself motivated. I can help you up with some hype coaching, help you keep motivated. I've got all the Instagram playlists to keep your motivation up and belief that you can change. Getting to, again, if you need to get to some inner healing to take care of this, to maybe something happened to when you were a kid that you didn't even realize or remember that affected you that much, that made you believe these certain things about yourself, and why do I even believe that? And it's not even conscious. That can also help. Listen to the podcast, read the books, get into nutrition, learn more. Okay, make it part of your identity, and it won't be this fleeting fad or challenge that you forget about and you fail at and you never want to think about again. This is something that you're never going to give up on again, because we don't give up, because we figure things out. You're never going to give up on yourself, because this is about your health. This is about everything. This is deep, remember? So don't even allow yourself to be able to talk yourself out of it. And again, allow yourself to have, if you need a little something, allow it. A small, little, again, moderation. This is not about extremism. But be able to change. Realize that the more open you are, the faster you're going to get there. You may not want to give up meat and dairy and eggs, But you may realize that, wow, okay, I'm not missing out on anything because there's some amazing vegan products out there, and which is more true than ever before. Like, there's literally never been a better time to go vegan and a more critical time for us all to go vegan. So, you may think you don't like breakfast now, or you may have certain preferences, but these can and will change on your journey. So a lot of these things are programmed into us, or just environmental effects. That's not us. It's just the way that we were brought up, or the way that we've always done things. We never even thought to change. So be open to change, and the changes that even more change can bring. That's why when I talk about the horizon, you're looking ahead. You can only see a certain way forward, but when you get a little closer, you learn more, you know more, you grow more. So you changed and you see more. You see more. You grow taller, you can see more. Get it? See higher, you go taller. Get a better vantage point. You can definitely see more. So talked about the 80-20 rule. You don't want to, again, don't go 100% all the time. These people I keep seeing, it's so popular. You don't feel like going to the gym? You pansy, go to the gym. Suck it up. No, honey. If I really don't feel like going to the gym, your ass is not going to guilt me or shame me or bully me into taking my butt to the gym. No. You have different levels of cheats. You have different levels of days. And if you need a week off, girl, take that week off. That is called a deload week, and it is very important. Okay, and yes, you can time these. You want to plan these into your activities. You're building up for a certain event, plan that into it, sure. Okay, but then allow yourself that bounce back. Know that there's going to be that bounce back, because that's how it works. If you know anything about weight loss, restrict, or if you're not restricting, you're just exercise to get the calorie, deficit, then either way, you're gonna come. It's gonna come for you. Your body's gonna want that homeostasis, and that's what it does. So anticipate that and be ready for it, and allow that into your time, and then you just go again. And that's the part of knowing it's a process. It's a journey that has the ups and downs. No journey doesn't have ups and downs. We need those ups and downs to learn, and we're not going to be scared of them, and we're not going to try to force ourselves to be 100% every single day. It's just not going to work. Okay, so start where you are. Start with your food taste. If you like burgers, do the veggie burgers, and work out all the fixings and the sides that, again, the vegan relish and all the side, the mustard. You can still have all that stuff with your veggie, like find the veggie burger you like, find the vegan cheese that you like, find the, if you like Mexican, you can make that Chinese, Italian, Mediterranean, Japanese, all these different flavor profiles you can create with vegan foods. Okay. You basically can have your vegan chicken with any of them or whatever. You know what I mean? Your tempeh, your tofu. Don't adhere to dogma. Don't forgo your tastes. Don't forgo your taste. Don't follow any one person or idea too much. Life goes in phases. You'll have different businesses, different tastes, different seasons. Different tools of the trade will come and go. You'll have blenders. You'll have new things, the air fryers, the air processors, toasters, dehydrators, sprouters, gardening. You don't need them all. You don't need to know everything. Start where you are. Start with what you have. You don't need to go out and get a whole new kitchen just because you're, going to be eating whole food, plant-based mostly. Okay? Don't be afraid of eating enough food. Okay? Don't be afraid of those berries. Research more about Okinawans and Seventh-day Adventists. Okay? Seventh-day Adventists are vegetarian, mostly vegan. Each member might eat a little differently. They're kind of like me in this, like you get to choose, which fruits, which veggies, maybe some whole grains in there, legumes, good, a little bit of healthy fats, maybe some oils. Okay. They don't eat processed sugars. They don't eat processed foods. They don't eat sugar, a lot of the fake, chemical sugar substitutes and food additives. They try to avoid most of that. That's why they have some of the best, medical stats in the world. Okay. All these principles, getting this fresh air, getting, having laughs. Okay. Not a lot of drinking, although a little bit. No tobacco, nothing. Okay. Getting some good, some raw, some, fresh herbs, spices. Okay. Having some sort of intermittent fasting is going to be good, especially if you're looking at losing weight. Unless, especially for women, you want to watch it. If it makes you binge, don't do it. If it's better for you to eat small meals, every 4 or so hours, build up as much as you can. The more good fats you eat, the more you're going to be able to fast better. That's another thing with high carb is not good for fasting. It's not good for moods. it's better to stay on an even keel with good fats. It helps keep your blood sugar at a stable level. Okay. And when it gets into your paleo and your olden days and this whole idea of our ancestors, again, that fiber, they were eating a wide variety. They were eating really higher in good fats, higher fiber than we were. The processed food was down so low that alcohol was non-existent. If you want to eat a true natural, then this low carb idea, and again, going through a little bit of fasting and then having a feast week of good, healthy feasting, there's going to be nothing better than that. Imagine coming across, when you come across, a little plant or something, you're going to eat for days. You may have a mono meal for a couple days and then go to something else, which works out perfectly when you go to the store and you buy a good something and then you have, eat that something for a week, make a good meal prep or something out of that good food, and then you go on. So that's why, I work it in with my schedule, with my cycle, which I still need to get to. I think we're going to get into the specifics of what I'm doing here. I think we're ready to get there. Sorry for rambling. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you guys really, really soon.